everyone, Ahmet here, and in this video I will show you how to create, apply and know the reasoning why you need color styles on Figma so that you can create much more consistent design projects and also stop wasting time by copying and pasting your color styles all across the board in your design projects. We are also going to design at the final stage of this video when we apply our color styles, so you will also get to see how we are going to apply the color styles we have just created. I know you are excited, and let's get started. Alright, I can hear you asking, why do we need so many different color styles? Why don't we just would have 5 primary colors and 5 accent colors, secondary colors, and be done with it? Well, the reason for it is, for a production project you need almost all of these categories, and the most important one is the grays, which is why at the end of this tutorial we will have 10 different shades for our gray colors. The reason why we need so many colors, I have some screenshots here. So if you are looking at here, let's look at this Airbnb screen. This is one of their checkout screens, and you can see that their kind of, let's say, primary color is this red color and your secondary color is this green color. All the text and almost all the input fields use some variation of gray, whether that is very close to being black or that is being close to very white. So, and you can see this in all these different screens of different applications. So your most popular color in almost any kind of a design project you will do is going to be a gray, because your text will use it a lot, your backgrounds will use it a lot, etc, etc. That is why we have 10 of them. Also, we need these different states for success, warning and error, because they are going to be on any applications where you will have interactions such as form success or where you need to put some kind of an input. You can see this on this third screen where the user actually failed to provide their information and they got an error message, which is usually the color of red. The more complex your feedback will become, whether that is much more of a dialogue, you would need different shades of reds, especially if you have more than few screens. That is why we need so many, and for this tutorial I didn't want to waste your time and just create all the 6 of different color styles, but we are just going to focus on the 2, which is the grays and primary. I'm gonna show you how to select them, and I'm also going to show you how to name them so you can actually find them very easy. Naming matters here because you usually have 40 to 50 different colors in a project and you really want to organize them a lot better than just adding them. Now, Ahmet, how do I go on about picking the first shade of gray? We will have 10 different variations, and how can I make them like consistent enough between each other where each one will get slowly more lighter or darker? That's a very good question. So what you should do is pick your darkest and lightest color for any kind of a color style you are gonna do first, because that will give you your range. What do I mean by this? Let's go with the gray, and I'm gonna show with an example. So let's pick, and I want to pick around, let's say here, around here, and that's my darkest gray. Okay, and we wanna pick maybe darkest gray of close to blue, so maybe here. Okay, this is gonna be my darkest one. Then I am going to pick my lightest one, and I'm gonna copy this one and I'm gonna move it a bit up and almost around here. Okay, and that is going to be my lightest gray. So now that I know my lightest and darkest, I know every color, the remaining 8 colors will be somewhere in this range. And I know that I have to make them go lighter if I start from here, the second one, rhythmically almost. That's the best word I do know. So how can I do this? I'm gonna first do Control C to copy. And I'm just going to do, and I'm at HSP, I'm just gonna do this value move up a bit. So I'm going to change its brightness because I want to approach to this top place, right? Let's pick the color again. Now I am going to slowly make it lighter, and I also want to make it approach to the left side as well. So going up and left as we go lighter. And I'm gonna do the same for this third one. I am gonna do, let's say, one more 31, and I'm gonna do maybe 15, 14, and I'm gonna copy with Ctrl C, and I am gonna do again 41 and maybe 11. And you have to eyeball this a bit, and I don't want you to generate styles with plugins yet, because your eye needs to learn how to go from darker to lighter shades, because this is the most important work you can do for your colors, especially for grays. So I'm gonna do the same again, and I am gonna go lighter and maybe 9, and gonna go here again, gonna maybe go 61, gonna go 7, and gonna go 5, 71, and gonna go maybe 81, 3, and gonna copy, Ctrl C, and then I'm going to go 91, and maybe 3. We can say 3, and this one is around 97 too. We can even make it a 1, and that looks rhythmic. We go from darker to lighter, from left to right, and it doesn't move too fast. So I think that's pretty good. Well, Ahmed, how do I add these gray colors now that we have created them to our color styles? Now I'm going to show you how. So I'm just gonna press Shift 2, maybe Shift 0, zoom in a bit more, and I am going to show you the correct way that is slow, then the correct way that is wrong, and then I'm going to show you how to do it very fast in a correct manner. So let's go. So what you are gonna do once you generate your colors, and in this case gray, is you are gonna go select one of the circles, and you are gonna press this for icons, that means style, and then you are gonna press this plus icon. Now you can see these are the 4 different colors I generated before, and pay attention that they are named. So red, yellow, green, blue. That is gonna come handy in a while. So press the plus, and what we are going to do is we are going to do gray / 1000. Now that is fantastic. Now we have the gray / 1000, and if we were to have a circle somewhere, let's have a frame and have a circle. Sorry, my bad. Let's just have a circle somewhere. Oh god, oh my bad, I am pressing wrong stuff. Let's have a O, and now if we want to style it, we can actually pick our black color. Now here is a problem though. Did you see the difference here, where while the red, yellow, green, blue colors have their title once I open the color styles, the black that we have created doesn't? Well, why is that? Because it is actually missing a Figma shortcut, which is a /. So I am just gonna have to undo a bit to remove our color style as well. Okay, so we are back to normal. So this is actually how I suggest you create your color styles, which is go here, plus again, and instead of typing just gray 1000, I want you to put a / first, then short dash, and then 1000. And the difference here is, now again, create the frame again, press O, draw your circle. Now we have a gray option. / adds that gray, and basically it creates this parent text so you can tell where you are much more easily. So this is a pretty good manner to create styles, Ahmed, but this is a bit slow. I don't want to go through 9 of these other grays and just do it this way, where I have to open, click, 2 icons, right, and repeat again. That's right, there's a faster way, and I'm going to show you now. So let's just go and undo our gray style again. Okay, so we are back where we are, and what I advise you to do now is to go to home and go to community, because you have to install a plugin to this, and type styler. Now, and pick plugins, And you want to install this app first. This will let you generate your color styles very fast, and I'm gonna show you how in a minute, but you have to install it first. So click on this install button. And if you haven't already watched my plugins video where I share with you my most popular plugins I use in my day-to-day work to help me increase my productivity, please click on that video title that's appearing above. I think you will really like it. But once you install that plugin, come back here and we are gonna go through the left side here, and I'm gonna go, instead of adding it from the style normal way on Figma, I'm gonna just change the names of these ellipses. So I'm gonna name this gray slash, don't forget the slash, 1000, and I'm just gonna copy it, put it for the second one, gonna name the second one 9, not 9000, 900, and we are gonna go through this. I'm just gonna speed up a bit here so you guys don't need to listen to me. Alright, so I have just renamed all these gray ellipses, and I'm gonna just select them by holding shift to mass select. And what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna go plugins, and I'm gonna go styler here, and I'm gonna press generate styles. Boom. So now it auto generated them for us on Figma, and I'm gonna show you, if we were to, let's say, fill this one, it would be gray all here. And that's perfect. Okay, and that's pretty good. Maybe one last question you have on your mind is, Ahmed, why do we use the convention of 100, 200, 300, 400? Why not just name them light gray, light gray, etc.? The answer is in that sentence where the moment you have more than 2, 3 colors of the same kind, like 10 grays, naming them without numbers is very hard, and it will be very hard for your developer once they come to the inspection stage to actually, go and read your colors. So what I would advise for developers' sake is to use a numbering system. It's much more scalable than just naming them dark gray, medium gray, light gray. So that's why we have the numbering system. Let's do the same things for our primary color, and I'm gonna pick purple for this, and I'm gonna repeat the process. I'm gonna pick my darkest shade first, so maybe a bit around here, so around here, maybe this one is pretty good, and then I'm gonna go to the last one, gonna pick this, and I'm gonna make this very light, and I wanna go very high here, maybe around here is pretty good. Now that I know my range, I can pick the middle. I'm just gonna pick copy here, and I'm gonna eyeball it a bit, and instead of measuring, I'm just gonna eyeball here and probably around here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, I think that works. Now we are gonna name it. So now we are gonna add them to the color style. So I'm gonna just do purple /500, and I'm just gonna speed this part as well, guys. Now I'm gonna select all of them again with shift, and I'm gonna press command / and I'm gonna generate my styles, and perfect. And now I think we are ready to actually apply our color styles to this particular screen. So I'm just gonna drag this before screen here, and boom. And what I'm gonna do is, now to apply our styles first, I am gonna change the background color. So for that, I am actually gonna, for the fill color of the frame, I'm gonna press this color, and I'm gonna pick maybe 900. And then what I'm gonna do is, for our text colors, I am gonna pick our maybe lightest gray, and that's pretty good. And I'm also gonna change this part, so this bottom navigation here, I might actually, let's think of this through. I am going to pick the background, and I'm gonna maybe pick the bluish color, and yeah, that looks pretty good. And for the icons, I am gonna make them, for the icons, I think I am going to make them just a bit lighter. That's good, blue 300, so that they are not available, but they can still be seen. Blue 300, that's pretty good. And what I'm going to do for the primary is the purples. So I am going to maybe go to our purple here, pick a light shade. That looks pretty good. And I am going to pick the initial one as well. Gonna use my color styles here, so I have to hover around here to use a color style, and I am gonna pick my lightest as well here. That doesn't look so readable for that one, so maybe a bit darker, maybe 300. No, I think 100 is pretty good. I think that's the most readable we can have. Now we would need to adjust because now they look good but they're not as readable, and this happens in production where you have to try stuff. But for this tutorial's sake, that's pretty good. And I am gonna get these to be white as well. Pretty good. And that's our screen, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. And if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button below. When you do, you will get a notification from me every time I release these awesome Figma videos, so you can become better on Figma and you can become a better designer. Take care, have a great week. Now before you go any further, I actually added 2 videos to the end of this video that I believe will help make you a better UI UX designer on Figma. Please watch either of them if you haven't already. I believe they will improve your design skills a lot.